Secret government programs, UFOs, aliens. All of these items surround the mystery that is Area 51. And I will fill you in with a little more information of what makes Area 51 so mysterious. All you have to do is listen. If you dare. So you dared to come back. Good. Glad you showed up. So, let's get started. Area 51. We hear the name. We see it in the movies. They even make video games about the place. So Area 51, also known as Groom Lake, it's in a remote location in the Nevada desert that has been openly admitted by the U.S. government for the development of programs such as the U-2 spy plane, the Oxcart program, or known as the Blackbird, and the F-117 stealth fighter. Now that is just 3 programs that the government acknowledged were initiated in this location. Now that still leaves room to wonder what other programs are in the works. So here's a little facts about the Groom Lake region. The runway, the longest runway there, is over 23,000 feet long. Why do I mention this? Well, the average commercial runway is about 6,000 feet long. And the U.S. space shuttle, when it comes into land, requires 15,000 feet. That's because of its speed, that it requires this distance so it can slow down properly. So it makes you wonder, 23,000 feet? What takes off? What lands there? Never know. So, the U.S. government has actually admitted that they do have a operational facility located near Groom Lake, but that is all that they release. They won't actually come out and say what the purpose of this facility is. Now, because of the capabilities of the satellites and the space shuttles, and the fact that they can see Groom Lake or Area 51 from space, the CIA has released documents indicating that this particular location is considered sensitive. Now, when we talk about Groom Lake, there's the scientific aspect, but then there's always the surrounding skepticism involving, now that was weird, UFOs, right? Area 51, you relate it hand in hand with UFO experiences or mysteries, however you want to refer to it as. But some of those items have been acknowledged where people believe that the U.S. government is reverse engineering alien spacecraft which have either landed or crash landed here on Earth. They even believe that they meet on a regular basis with extraterrestrials. Shh. Now they believe they also have been developing exotic weapons, weather controlling devices, teleportation, time traveling. The list could go on and on. So it kind of makes you wonder what exactly is going on there at Groom Lake. Now, one thing I can tell you, there isn't a great deal of information about Area 51 or Groom Lake, but there are those few noted statements, if you will, that have been released from people who try to keep themselves quiet so they don't get magically, or they don't magically disappear on people. But one thing that stands out is, here's a little story I'd like to share with you. My father used to work at the Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey, California. He used to work in the combustion lab. And on a regular basis, he would always have students cycling through trying to work on their degrees or their programs or whatever they decided to major in or get their postgraduate in. And this one student shared with my father a story. Now he was a Marine Corps fighter pilot for an F-18. And he had told my dad that he was making a transit down to Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. And en route, he experienced fuel complications. His fuel gauge indicated he was low on fuel, and as such, he tried to initiate a landing. Well, the closest runway happened to be Groom Lake, or Area 51. So he gets on the radio, establishes communication, and is told, "No, you cannot land here." And he said, "Well, I either land or I crash." So they permitted him to land. When he reached his taxiing point and he came to a stop, he was immediately encircled by vehicles with armed security personnel who told him, "Stay in your cockpit, don't take any pictures, don't get out." So if you can imagine what it would be like inside the cockpit of a jet in the middle of the Nevada desert, it wasn't very comfortable. He related that he couldn't see anything. He said that all of the hangars had been closed, and the only thing he saw was muzzles pointing at him, making sure that he did not do anything he wasn't supposed to. As soon as he was fueled, they sent him on his way. And he's always going to remember that. But I guarantee you he's probably being watched for the rest of his life. But Area 51, as we know, is shrouded in mystery. There's some information available to the public, but the mystery of Area 51 will continue to grow until someone, either in the government or someone who decides to venture close enough, decides to crack the mystery behind what is Area 51. So I challenge you, take some time, do a search, and get your own little bit of information on Area 51. I think you'll like it, whether you're looking for facts or just some myths.